Hello, everybody. Welcome. US Geoguessr Professor here. I am going to be playing another challenge today from Shmoo Gaming, part 2 of their State of Confusion series. We were very confused in Arizona. I don't really think Texas is going to get much better, but play along with us. I will pin the link to this challenge in a pinned comment. Shmoo Gaming, the Catalyst, has chosen a Texas map that is called Texas. That is certainly a choice. I don't know if this is going to be particularly bad locations in Texas or wherever. 2 minutes moving. Let's see how I do in Texas. These state-specific maps are rough. We see the typical grainy Texas road here. Things are green. My immediate thought is that we're probably somewhere in North Texas. I wouldn't imagine that we're maybe too far away from the Oklahoma border. This just looks really Oklahoma to me for some reason. We have a distinct Texas farm to market road, 1503. They're all over the state, and obviously Texas is huge, so those kind of farm roads are not really going to get you anywhere. Let's take a look at what we have here. Abundant Church, Paris Lumber. I'm not sure if that means we're anywhere near Paris, Texas. So that would put us like about where I was saying, I think. Up here around like east of DFW, maybe like up as far as like Wichita Falls. Cunningham, 5. Not sure we're going to be able to find this. This is just this Texas. I think this first one's going to be vibes. I just thought that I really don't think we're like far away from Oklahoma. I'm just going to go with that, up here somewhere near the border. Yeah, I mean, I was right. It just was hard to zoom in that far. Right region, right there on I believe this is the Canadian River. No, I'm sorry, the Red River. So right along the Red River, it looked very Oklahoma. Catalyst probably got those vibes too. He went northeast Texas and was much closer. Actually, a Chaos Queen ended up being a bit closer as well. All right, we see a much different landscape here. Everything's dry, palm trees. We're obviously in a much different part of Texas here. If we look back at street signs, Ivanhoe Drive 11300. 11300. We see low mountains to the west. This is interesting. We're in like an almost like LA Inland Empire kind of scene. Everything's very dry, very arid, and we have mountains to the west. That, along with the large grid numbers, the 11300, that means we're in a very big city. And I don't think anywhere in DFW would look like this. Obviously, nowhere in Houston would look like this. So I'm really thinking we are now in El Paso. That's a difficult to read sign. It's really a horrific hedge, right? El Paso is really right on the edge of the state. We're on Edgemere. Oh, yeah, here we are, Edgemere. Okay, so I was right. We're in El Paso. We're somewhere on Edgemere. Can we 5K this in 20 seconds? Edgemere and East Glen. Okay, well, I found that. But where's our starting point? With 13 seconds left, we're going to be somewhere around here. Cool. Within yards, 4981. I had El Paso vibes the whole way. Chaos Queen, same thing. She was over near downtown El Paso, and then just out of respect for the catalyst, I won't even look at where you went. it was a low score. But you saw the dramatic difference, obviously, between El Paso and wherever we were in that first round, near Cunningham in Northeast Texas. Here we see a very, like, scrubby desert kind of landscape. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we were much, much closer to where we were last round in El Paso than obviously in East Texas. So I don't think that you would be too far off if you were playing World Geoguessr and went Mexico here. Coronado Shores. I'm going to tell you, I don't see any shores anywhere. We're getting some very sandy coverage. And notice how there is almost no foliage of any height to speak of. It's very scrubby everywhere. It almost reminds me of somewhere like Rio Negro or like Chubut in Argentina. So where would that put us here? I gotta say we're somewhere like in this general area. Around here towards Big Bend, like around maybe somewhere like Marfa. The terrain really reminds me of that. But again, like El Paso, we're talking a horrible hedge, right? We're talking over here on the Rio Grande near the edge of the state. And if I'm wrong, it's going to be incredibly hurtful. Yeah, I was wrong and it was incredibly hurtful. Good job, Catalyst. Wow, you went way up there in between Amarillo and Lubbock. I gotta hand it to you. That was a nice guess. We're all really like clustered around here after 3 rounds. Everybody's not doing well at these random Texas drops, but that's what I expected. We're looking a little bit more urban here, and thank the Lord that I get an area code. This 281 area code is going to put us in Houston. Now, Catalyst Chaos Queen, we have been in Houston so many times playing together that I'm hoping that you recognize the 281 as well. But if not, this might be where I pull away a little bit. So we're in Houston somewhere. I would guess probably like outer Houston suburbs. If we were in the city, I would expect to see more like 713 codes. Notice that we have a generally kind of like, I'm not sure how to describe this, almost like a swampy, low country kind of vibe. And that's how a lot of times I can distinguish Houston area from other parts of Texas. See what kind of area codes we get here. I don't think I need any more, but it would just be nice to maybe nail this down to a particular suburb. Louetta Road, shops at Louetta Oaks. Louetta Oaks. There's a 713. So now that I've seen that, I might go a little bit like closer to the city. Louetta Oaks, Braze Oaks. I think because of the, again, for lack of a better term, swampiness, I'm going to go and hedge a little bit south of the city. And it was, of course, north. Up towards Spring, but we all were there. We all were there in Houston. Good job. And now Chaos Queen is about 300 points ahead on this Texas map. Let's see what we can do in the final round. There's a Circle K coming soon. Cool. Now, see, to me, this looks like Amarillo, Lubbock. That scrubby desert-like terrain that we were in before just threw me. But I think given like the direction this interstate's going. It's 289, though. Where is the 289? I swear it's in either Amarillo or Lubbock. Let's take a look. 335 is Amarillo. 289 Lubbock. Okay, that's what I thought. So let's see if we can pinpoint. I think our only chance of winning this challenge in Texas is to really pinpoint Lubbock here on 289. What exit are we looking at? We're in an east-west part of the loop. So my guess is, we got to be on the south or north side. University Ave with 45 seconds left in the seed. I think I just want to get one more sign. And of course, this is Texas, and it's Texas, so does that mean like all this Gen 1 coverage? This is like, my eyes are hurting looking at this Gen 1. So we were looking, oh man. So I think we're going to be on the south side because we were in between Indiana and that other road I was just looking at that just flew out of my mind. We're looking north, South Loop 330, yeah. I think we're near Indiana and 330. Cool. I almost 5K it, and yeah, that's what does it. Good job, Catalyst, going Lubbock. 4996, I was within around 150 yards. I just couldn't pinpoint at a time, but I do think that's enough. Another very competitive round in Texas. I think we collectively did way better than we did in Arizona. But wow, I just barely eke out a win over the Catalyst. So great job. Let's just take a brief recap. Very difficult round in the first round. I just had to vibe Northeast Texas, and I just didn't vibe it hard enough. Catalyst did, though. I guess got to hand it to him on that one. Round 2, I think I did very badly on that one. Or was that our El Paso? Yeah, round 2 was El Paso. I was able to get close. I was able to pinpoint using the grid system. Round 3, let's forget about. It was that very desert landscape. I just went way, way too far south. Houston area codes, round 4. I just picked the wrong side of Houston, story of my life, and then I managed to pull it out in Lubbock. It's because I remembered the 289 is that loop road around Lubbock. They don't have an interstate loop. They have the 289. All right, so thank you for the challenge, Shmoo Gaming. I saw that you uploaded Florida. I don't really have much confidence in Florida either, but I'm going to give it a try next. Check out the rest of their videos. They have a lot of good gaming videos and content on YouTube, not just US Geoguessr, like me, but check out the rest of Shmoo Gaming stuff. And I will see you the next time when I attempt Florida.